to yoga. We are going to work through the shoulder space today, and we're going to be working into the core as well, as standard. So let's get started. We're going to sit on a block to begin with. We're going to practice sitting. It doesn't sound particularly hard, but we've probably been slouched for the best part of a day. So let's just find those sit bones, move the fleshy part of the bum out of the way, sit down, anchor down onto that block if the block is comfortable for you, and allow the knees to drift towards the mat. If this is a little bit uncomfortable, you're quite tight through the hips, then just use blocks underneath the knees or cushions just to give you a little bit of support. So sitting up nice and tall, really anchor down. Think about the shoulders being over the top of the hips. And we're just going to take the hands to the knees and just close off the eyes if that feels good. And as you're taking the inhales, I want you to really visualize your spine lengthening. So really think about that cord, that imaginary cord from the crown of the head, lifting you up towards the ceiling, finding that space between the ears and the shoulders. Just closing off the eyes. We're going to start with some even breathing, but remember, if your pattern doesn't match mine, then do your own. So here we go. Let's take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Allowing the breath just to release and inhale again with smooth and even breaths. Thinking about that posture again, noticing whether you've kind of come forward or backwards, whether you're beginning to slouch. And again, taking the inhale, lengthening the crown of the head up towards the ceiling and really find space between each vertebrae. With our eyes closed right now, we're going to see if you want to make an intention for today's practice. You don't have to, but sometimes it's quite nice to be able to just take a moment to celebrate yourselves. Maybe to give yourself some space to feel, whatever that might be. Feel free to cry, feel free to laugh, whatever it might be, just feel. And then when you're ready, we're going to just take the shoulders up towards the ears. And then roll those shoulders all the way forward. We're going to take the shoulders back, squeeze those shoulder blades together, roll them over the top. Just really find those slow, steady circles. I like to use my hands as a gauge. So every time I bring the shoulder blades together, the hands are coming up the thighs. And then as they release, they come back down towards the ears, that's a lie, towards the knees. Just finding that movement through the shoulders. And then taking it in the opposite direction, this time bringing the shoulders forward, up to the ears, then squeeze those shoulder blades together, back and down. Again, thinking about the length in the spine, nice long neck, chin parallel to the mat, knees nice and relaxed, hips nice and relaxed. And then when we're ready, pausing there. Let's take the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, bring those elbows towards the side walls. Really think about an open chest. Engage the core lightly. You want to keep control so that we can really support the back. Drop that right elbow down, lift the left side. Come back to center, left elbow comes down, right lifts. back to center. Let's go on the other side. Left elbow lifts. Switch it out, the right elbow lifts. And then back to center. Draw those elbows in towards the ears, tuck the chin towards the chest, and then begin to round down through the spine. Stopping at a place that is comfortable for you. Unwinding, coming all the way back up, and then opening the elbows towards the side walls, lifting the chin towards the ceiling, opening through the throat. And then coming all the way back down, chin to chest, elbows to ears, start to round down through the spine. And inhale, come all the way back up. Open the elbows out, lift the chin towards the ceiling, lift the chest, and then release from here. Okay, taking the hands behind us, take the fingertips to the back wall. Really think about opening the chest here as you roll the shoulders back and down. And then begin to inhale, lift the chest to the ceiling. If the floor is too far away from you, you can spider up the fingertips to lift the fingers up, giving you a little bit more length, or use blocks. And then from here, we're going to take the fingertips over to the right-hand side, reaching, lifting the chest on the inhale. Exhale, walking those fingertips down just a little bit further away from you. If you can push down through the fingertips to get that left sit bone back onto the block, that would be great. Then walking the fingertips through center. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen, and then an exhale, walk those hands away from you. Take a comfortable fold. Thinking about the length in the spine. So if you're really, really tight through the hips, you might be up really high, but with a nice long spine. So it doesn't matter where you get to. Thinking of the inhales, lifting, lengthening, exhales, lower. Inhale, lift, lengthen, walk the hands over to the left-hand side, and then lowering back down. Pushing the fingertips down into the mat, anchoring through that right sit bone. And then walk the hands back through center and then all the way back up. I'm going to swap those legs out. Let's find openness through equally through both sides. Take the hands behind you, fingertips towards the back wall, roll those shoulder heads back. Take an inhale, lift the chest, take a nice back bend. Remember, always working with how your body is presenting to you right now. So not what you could do a week ago or a year ago. Nobody cares about that. Just got to feel good. Okay, this time round, we're going to take the fingertips over to the left-hand side. Reaching those fingertips away from you. If you have space, flatten the left hand, right hand can place on top, and then drop that right shoulder just a little bit. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Think about the neck being nice and long. Push down into the hands to get the sit bones back onto the block. As you're stretching deeply into that right shoulder, if the right hand is on top of the left, you're going to find that really nice deep shoulder stretch. And as you take an inhale, you'll start to feel that side body stretching through the right side. Starting to walk the fingers through center. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen, keep that spine nice and long. As you exhale, maybe walk those fingertips away or not, it doesn't matter. Another inhale here, lift and lengthen, and then perhaps walk those fingertips away just a little bit further. Let's take the hands to the right side this time. If it feels good, flatten the right hand, left hand can place on top, and then drop into that left shoulder just slightly. Taking an inhale, push back into the hands to get the sit bones down, left sit bone down onto the block. Find that deep stretch into the left shoulder and into that left side body. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. And then making our way back to center, walk those fingertips back in. Let's take that right hand down, lift that left hand high. Open the chest towards the ceiling. Roll that left shoulder back ever so slightly. And then switch out, left hand comes down, right hand's going to lift. Open the chest to the ceiling. Just allow that right shoulder to roll back. And then let's make it a little bit more fluid. Left hand lifts, take that side bend. Right hand lifts, take that side bend. Just finding the fluidity of movement. Taking your time, fast or slow, whatever your body needs. And then when you're ready, come all the way back to center, pause. Take the block away from underneath your bottom, come into an all fours position. All right, so from here, knees under hips and hands under shoulders. We're going to extend the right leg away and push through the heel. We're going to keep the core secure, so draw in the belly button towards the spine and keep the hips level. Okay, from here, we're going to lift that right leg. We're just going to take circles with the big toe. They can be tiny circles or they could be slightly bigger circles, but we want to make sure the core is working, not the lower back. That right glute is going to be working hard. Keep yourself nice and balanced, body down the center line. Let's take it in the opposite direction. Okay, this time pausing. Let's take that left arm long, reaching forward, pushing back. Let's take it wide, back to center, knee to elbow, and away. Take it wide, back to center, knee to elbow, and back. Last one, let's take it wide. We're going to hold it here, and we're going to pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back to center, knee to elbow, and send it away. Left hand comes down, right knee comes down. Let's find a gate pose. Right foot comes out as a kickstand, left leg long. Reach that left arm all the way past the ear. Open through the chest as you roll that shoulder, left shoulder back, and chest starts to lift towards the ceiling. And then coming up all the way back, left hand comes down, left knee comes down. Extend that left foot away from you, push through the heel. Opportunity to engage that core, remembering body down the center line of your mat so those hips are level. And then lift through that left leg. That core needs to be strong in order to keep ourselves level. Okay, start to draw big circles. Circles with the big toe. Your choice if they are big or small circles. Taking that weight, that work through the glute and through the core. And then take it in the other direction. Okay, pausing there, keep that left leg lifted. Right arm is going to come alongside the ear. Okay, from here, let's take it wide. Back to center, knee comes to elbow. And away. 2 more, let's take it wide. Back to center, knee to elbow. Send it away. Last one, this time let's take it wide. Pause there. Let's hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, knee to elbow, and away. Right hand down, left knee down. Take the left foot as a kickstand, right leg extends, Reach that right arm all the way over into your gate pose. Reaching the fingertips to that front wall, pushing down through the pinky edge side of that right foot. Roll the shoulder back. Take a slight movement of chest towards the ceiling. Get control of the neck. Enjoy that side body stretch. And then that right hand comes down, right knee comes down. All right. So from here, we're just going to tuck the toes, engage the core, hover the knees. I'm going to pause here for a moment and extend that right leg away. We're going to extend the left leg away, find a plank. Bring the left foot in and the right foot in. Pause there. Should we do it in the other way? I think we should. Left leg goes away from you, push through the heel. Cores drawing under, right leg comes away. Right leg comes in. Left leg comes in. Take the knees back down. All right, from here, we're going to open that left hand up towards the ceiling. From here, slide that left arm under, but keep pushing through the hand to find that stretch into the shoulder. And then let's go again. We're going to open left hand to ceiling, moving through the thoracic spine. Draw that left hand underneath the right. Push through the hand, find that stretch through the shoulder. Okay, let's take 3 more. Here we go. Left arm lifts, come back through. Left arm lifts, come back through. On our 5th one, we're going to open the left hand to the ceiling. We're going to pause here. This time we're going to thread the needle. Left hand comes underneath the right. Rest on top of that left shoulder. Extend that right arm away from you. And if it feels good, right hand can come all the way behind you to touch the top of that left thigh. And if you want a little bit more, you can always extend the right leg away from you, pushing through the heel as the toes connect to the mat. So many options. Okay, starting to unwind. Take the right knee flat, bring the right hand down, bring that left arm out. Let's go on the other side. This time round, the right arm is going to lift high, open the chest to the right side. Right hand slides underneath the left, push down into the hand, find that stretch through that right shoulder. Open to the right hand side, lift that right hand. Slide the hand underneath, push down into that hand to find that shoulder stretch. Okay, here we go. We've got 2 more of this. The 5th one will hold. Open towards that right side. Half thread the needle. Yeah, why not? And then open out. Close it off. Last one here. This time as we open, lift that right hand up, turn the chest to the right side. And then this time, right hand slides underneath the left. Come to rest on that right shoulder. Find a puppy. And then that left hand can extend or wrap all the way behind you, opening through that shoulder space. Left leg can extend if that feels good for you. Going to keep that neck nice and relaxed. So really pay attention to how that is feeling. Check in with the breath, making sure that you feel comfortable, nice, smooth, even breaths. Last breath here. And if you're in the same position as me, bring that left knee down. Right hand's going to come down. Left hand's going to come down. Draw that right arm out. We're going to take the feet together, take the knees as wide as the mat. Find a wide-legged child's pose. Walk those hands forward. Take a stretch through the shoulders. Take the hands together, pass the hands over the top of the head. so that the thumbs meet the nape of the neck. Spread through the fingertips. Okay, hands pass back down, push down through those hands, come back into your table. From here, we're going to tuck the toes, engage the core, lift those knees, okay? From here, extend the right leg away and the left leg away. I'm going to pause just for a moment. From here, tuck, bend at the knees, bring the chest back to the thighs. Find your first down dog as you begin to hover the bottom up towards the ceiling. Take a moment here to really lengthen through the backs of the legs. Pedal them out one by one. Wiggle through the bottom, releasing through the lower back. Embrace the cricks and the cracks, that's okay. And then from here, in our down dog, we want to take that right hand. We're going to take it towards the left calf. Come into a twist as you draw that the head or the shoulders round and underneath that left arm. Keep breathing. Let's take that right hand down. Pedal out those heels. And then we're going to switch it out. Left hand lifts, comes to the outside right calf, ankle, whatever you can grab. Bringing that chest around underneath that right arm. And keep breathing. And then that left hand comes down. Pedal out those heels. Okay, from here, let's take that right foot forward. Start to work through the hip space as you start to move over the balls of the feet. And then come into a twist. That left hand stays down. Right arm is going to lift, opening up through that shoulder space. That right hand is going to come all the way behind you to touch the top of that left thigh. Roll the right shoulder back. We're going to drop that back knee down on top of the toes, come into a deeper twist. Coming all the way back round. If you've got a block to hand, take the block down by the right side. Bring that left foot in towards the hand. Roll that left shoulder back. Find this beautiful bow shape as you begin to bring the chest forward, thinking about lifting and lengthening to find space through the spine, pushing through the hips. So thinking about those hips moving forward and down, getting that strong stretch through the front hip flexor. Taking a moment here. And then releasing through that foot. If you found that you couldn't quite reach the foot, you can always use a strap. We'll come back to the other side in a moment. That from here, that hand can stay on the block. We're going to lift the left arm and then take a reach over to the right hand side. Again, really moving into that front hip flexor or that left side hip flexor. Start to move the chest around ever so slightly towards that left side. Sorry, I'm not sure. Seems like Alexa has something to say. And then we're going to start to open through that left side body, finding that stretch all the way up the front of that left side. And then from here, we're going to come back. We're going to move the weight over that left hip, sorry. Turn the toes on the right leg up towards the ceiling. Again, all about length. Think about reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Keep those hips level and then take a fold over that right leg. Okay, so we're thinking here about length. We're not rounding through the spine, but we want to keep the chest open, the shoulders back. Really nice to keep hands on hips if you want to just check in that that right hip isn't coming round, but keeping both hips level. Use your breath to find that inhale, that exhale, to just find a little bit more length. From here, coming back, that right foot is going to come flat. Swap the blocks out, you'll need them, so move it over towards the left side. Hands come down, back toes are going to curl under, lift through the back leg. Okay. Can we take that right foot back to join the left? Find a plank. Nice and strong. If this is too much, always an option to come to the knees. I'm going to pause here. We're going to take that right hand to the left shoulder. Keep the hips nice and level. Switch it out, left hand to the right shoulder. Switch it out, right to left. And then left to right. Back in our plank, we're going to draw right knee towards chin. Send it away. Left knee towards chin. Send it away. Two more. Right knee to chin. And then left knee to chin. All right. Elbows close to the body. Bring the weight forward. Let's lower down through our plank. Untuck the toes. Bring the hands out at 45-degree angles and then lift the palms as we take an inhale. Think about the strength in the spine lifting you. So really squeeze through the glutes on the inhale to lift the chest, and then exhale, lower down. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, lower down. This time, open the legs to the corners of the mat. And we're going to take an inhale as we do. Lift the hands, lift the feet. Exhale, lower. We're going to do two more. Take an inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. This time, take an inhale, lift. And lower down. Make a little pillow with the hands, windscreen washer, windscreen wiper, the legs from side to side. Allowing the body just to relax here. Okay. Take the feet flat, hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. You know where we're going. Engage the core, elbows to the back of the room. Let's lift up through plank. In 3, 2, and 1. Option to use the knees. Back in our plank pose, nice and strong. Let's take that right knee towards the chin. Send it away. Left knee towards the chin. Send it away. Two more. Right knee to chin. And away. Left knee to chin. And away. Find yourself in a down dog. Take the sit bones to the ceiling. Pedal out the heels. And then take that left foot, through the hands. Keeping the back knee lifted, just start to move over the balls of the feet. Just find that space through the hips. And then that right hand is going to plant down, the left arm is going to lift. Find that openness through that front body. Really open. That left hand can come back to touch the top of that right thigh as you roll that left shoulder back. Back knee lifting towards the ceiling, nice strong back leg. Now right knee comes down, untuck the toes. From here, we're going to come back, bring the weight over the right leg. Left and right have lost me today. Bring that right foot up. Take that right hand, join the shoelace side of the foot. Roll that right shoulder back. And then sink the hips forward and down. Really find that stretch through that front hip flexor. Okay, releasing the foot towards the floor. This time we're going to take that right hand high, Reach it all the way over the top. Start to take the chest over towards that right side. Thinking about those hips moving forward and down. And now shifting the weight over the top of that right leg, taking the toes on that left side up towards the ceiling. Get those hips nice and level to start with. Take an inhale, lift, you know the score, lengthen. Hinge from the hips as you do. Think about that lovely long spine, long neck, so taking the gaze down towards the center of the mat, thinking about where the both feet would be, just the spot between the two. Inhale, find that space. Exhale, fold from the hips. And then coming all the way back down, left foot comes down. Get rid of your block, hands to the mat, tuck the back toes, come back into your plank. From here, we're going to take that right knee towards the chin, and then put it back, left knee towards the chin, and put it back, just two more, there's not many. Right knee to the chin, and back, left knee to the chin, and back. Okay, from here, take the knees down. We're going to cross the ankles, bring the feet out in front of you. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. Bring the block between the knees so you've got something to squeeze hold of. Nice and tall in your posture. Think about that cord from the crown of the head again. And then we're going to just play around in boat. So bringing the feet up, or the shins up, so they're parallel to the mat. Using the support with the hands behind the thighs if that feels good. If you need a little bit of extra, if you need a lot extra, you can take the hands down behind you. If you're happy here, perfect. If you want to do a little bit more, we can take the hands alongside the shins. We're going to take the toes down and lift. We're going to take the toes down and lift. And we're going to go for 10 of them. We've done 2. Here we go. For 3, for 4, for 5, 6, 7, 8. Is your boat sinking? Bring the chest to the knees or chest to the thighs. And 9. And 10. Keep it hovered. Let's take the hands together. We're going to go from left, drop them down, to right. That's for 2. For 3, 4, 5. We're going to go for 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming back into your boat. Chest to thighs. Bring them as close as you can. And then remove the block. Take the feet down and give yourself a hug together. A little bit of a movement from butt cheek to butt cheek, just allowing the lower back just to release, spine to release. Okay, from here we're going to start to move down towards the mat. So up to you, you can very slowly make your way down in a reverse sit-up, or you can just collapse down. I don't mind which one you choose. Where we're going to take our time, making sure we're touching each vertebrae down on the mat. If you're taking the very, very slow reclined sit up. Okay, from here, we're going to extend that right leg away from you. Bring that left knee in towards the shoulder and interlace those fingers just below the knee. So we want to think here about the shoulder space. So really bring the shoulders down to the mat. Push through both heels. We want to keep that chest nice and open. Thinking about the length of the neck, so maybe just drawing that chin ever so slightly down, just to give that length in the neck. We're going to take that left sole of the foot into the inner right thigh. We're going to find our tree pose. Bring the hands to cactus arms. Push through that right heel. And we're going to push those elbows down to ever so slightly lift the back, very slightly. And then releasing, draw that left knee up and then take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and draw it across the body into a twist. Remember, option to bring a block underneath that left knee to give it a little bit more height. And then take the gaze over that left hand. Keeping that right shoulder down. All right, coming all the way back. Extend that left leg away. Right knee is going to bend in towards the shoulders. Interlace those fingers below that right knee. Shoulders are back and down, open chest. Push through the heels. Nice long neck. Maybe dip that chin ever so slightly just to lengthen the neck a little bit more. And then release. That right foot comes into the inner left thigh. Find your tree, open through that right hip. If you're tight, pop a block under the right knee. Find cactus arms with the arms, push down through the elbows. Slight lift in the chest. Push through that left heel. And then bring that right knee to the ceiling and then cross it over to the left side, left hand on the outside of that right knee. And then starting to gaze over the right fingertips if that feels good. Nice relaxed neck. And then all the way back to center. Extend those legs away from you. And then finding the comfortable position, the most comfortable position you can find, just to enjoy your final Savasana. Taking some time to get comfortable. So this is a time to reflect on your intention from the beginning of class today. Drawing your focus entirely on yourself and accepting that as the gift that it is. And with your eyes closed, if you are comfortable to do so, I want you to just start to take some attention to your breath, the lift and the fall of the chest, the belly. As you inhale, you exhale. Just bringing that awareness into the breath, noticing what thoughts are going to come and then what thoughts are going to go. Allowing them to leave as quickly as they came. Today we're going to play around with a little bit of guided imagery. So this is all about teaching our brains not to hold on to just one thought, but just allowing them to come, allowing them to go, and hopefully becoming a little bit more in control of our thoughts. So just breathing deeply, get into a nice, even rhythm. And I will start to describe some settings to you that will, or maybe they will not make sense, but it doesn't matter. Allow them to jump into your mind one by one, and as quickly as they arrive, send them on their way. Allow your mind to be free to travel. Don't become attached to any one thought. It comes and then it goes. So I will begin. An ocean, a deep blue ocean. A beach with white sand. Seagulls flying over that sand. Pelicans chasing the current of the waves. The waves crash to the beach. The white, white sand. The desert. A cactus in the desert. Blue sky. Blue cloudless sky. Birds singing. A walled garden. Lush green grass. Storm clouds and a cool breeze. The crack of thunder. The illumination of lightning. A long dirt road stretching towards the horizon. A grove of olive trees and one lone farmer. A woman pulling water from the well. Children playing in the distance. A tall tree. Blue sky. Warm sun. Just sit with that feeling for a moment. The warm sun. Imagine it touching the skin, the heat warming your body, relaxing, sinking deeper, and using these final moments of relaxation to revisit your intention from the beginning of class today. Like our thoughts, we need to accept our feelings, allow them to come, acknowledge them, and then let them flow from us. Honor those feelings with a cry, with a laugh, with some inner reflection, but then let them go. Know that you are capable of anything. You are powerful. You are strong. And you are here right now. Taking the last inhale and exhale of this relaxation. And then beginning to move through the fingertips and the toes and stretching through the body, one side then the other. Just bringing your awareness back to the wider world. Awakening the body, awakening the soul. And then when you're ready and there is no rush, slowly make your way back up to a seated position and I will be there.